Mm. Welcome, welcome, everybody. Happy Sunday night. It is hopefully a short week for many of you. I know that I am off on Friday. I'm super excited, ready for the holiday, wanting to get all of you ready for the holiday as well. So, welcome, welcome. While you are getting ready for this, I want you to put your feet up. I want you to lay in bed, put me on the nightstand, put me on the coffee table. It is miserable in Washington, D.C. It is, oh my goodness, it is raining and dripping. And on top of that, too, I wanted to let you guys know today is my parents' 56th wedding anniversary. Isn't that fantastic? They've been, gosh, married for that long. You know, they knew each other. They had an arranged marriage. I'm East Indian, but I was born and raised in the U.S. They are East Indian. They knew each other for half an hour before they were engaged. 3 days later, my dad flew to the U.S. He's a chemical nuclear engineer, so he came to help with the Vietnam War. And then a year later, my mom came. They came with 2 suitcases, and 56 years later. I know, isn't that so fantastic? Awesome, awesome. So really in a good mood. We had a family celebration. So I want to get all of you guys ready. I know this time of year is good and tough for a lot of people. So doing my best to help you guys be where you need to be. Oh, thank you so much, Diana. Thank you. And again, before I forget, I always forget this part is, let me spit this out and then we got to get into the acupressure, get you guys really, really in a good place. So wanted to let you know that we are doing 8 videos on social media. So you should be checking, Instagram, Facebook. We have TikTok here. We also have YouTube. We have 8 YouTube videos a week going up. It is a beast, but we are doing it. And so really, really good. Yes. Oh yeah, Leela. Yes, my parents knew each other for a half an hour before they were engaged. They introduced, and then both grandfathers asked my parents, my mom's dad and my dad's dad, said, would this be an acceptable match? And they both children, my mom and dad, said okay. And then my mom also never left the state that she was in. We're from Andhra Pradesh, and she never left. My dad had done, my dad's very well educated, so he traveled and did some things, spoke English, and yeah, half an hour. They were introduced to each other for half an hour. Half an hour later, they were engaged. 3 days later, there was a wedding. 3 days later, my dad was on a flight to New York City. I know, I know, I know. Okay. All right, awesome. Thank you. So again, check out social media. A lot of great new content coming on. I'm going to be doing a lot more lives. We also are working on books. We've got a great year. I'm getting things ready so that we can do free clinic. Also know that all your, whenever you watch our videos or whenever you click on any of our things or you give me a token, any appreciation goes towards a free clinic. And there's going to be more announcement about that coming up soon as we hit 2024. And also, I'll do my best to get all questions, but if you are a subscriber, it's the yellow star in the lower left-hand corner. I give you top priority. Thank you so much. And thank you so much, Maritza. I really appreciate the love. Really appreciate the love. All right, let's get into it. Oh my gosh, you guys are awesome. I love the Sunday night lives. I wanted to get on here tonight earlier, but my parent celebration took priority. Okay, let's do 2 things. Let's go ahead and do 2 points, and then we are going to do a bunch of weight loss. Whether you are wanting to try to lose weight this season or just maintaining your weight, let's do that. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and do yin tong. Let's go ahead and do this for 30 seconds. We are going to do a half an hour acupressure today. So usually I want you guys to do each point for a couple of minutes, for a couple times a day, but we are in the interest of time. We're going to do everything for 30 seconds and then we're going to move on. This is a great point for anxiety, anger, sadness, grief. Great point for if you're pissed off, great point for if you're not feeling quite right. This is also a great hormonal point. I've seen it do great things for thyroid, testosterone, FSH, LH, estrogen, progesterone. Again, with issues related to hormone, work with your doctor. You can run tests, do the acupressure points, any recommendations that the physician may have. 6 months later, even 3 months later, go get your blood test and see what it is. But that's a great point, go-to point. Next point we're going to do is, where are my ear seeds? Oh, here they are, right here. So we're going to do ear shen men. Again, I encourage all of you guys to go to the link in the bio. It's the 4th link. It has all the devices that I use. Do check it out. This is really easy. All you got to do is slap it off and stick it on the acupressure point. The point that we are going to do is ear shen men. So these 2 points are the best points in the human body. They pair really well together too. So if you're not quite sure what to do, you can't go wrong with it. Super safe. You can do it on children, do it on older folks. This is a great point. So let's go ahead, and I've got my fancy red pencil. We are going to go ahead and we're going to, sorry for my crazy hair today, we're going to go ahead and use this, and we're going to acupress on the ear. It's going to feel amazing. And some points are coming up, so I'm going to do my best to answer some questions right after we do this, and then we're going to do a bunch for weight loss too. Okay, and again today we're just doing everything for 30 seconds, but when you do the points, I want you to do it for a couple of minutes. Really, really good. So really do this. Feels so good. Feels so good. Let's do this. Oh, it feels good. I can do this forever. That's why I guess I use the ear seeds, because then I don't have to stick my finger in my ear. But you can use a pencil. You can use a pen. You can also use this. This is also on the 4th link. I like the way it feels on my skin. It feels nice and cool. All right, we have some questions coming in. Again, subscribers, you get a star that says subscriber, but I'll do my best to answer, but subscribers get top priority. Let's see. So thank you so much for all the blessings to my parents. Really appreciate it. Really, really appreciate it. Okay, so we have a question about sinuses. So a really good point that you can do for sinus is this acupressure point. If you can do this acupressure point, it is fabulous for sinuses. And do it right after you get out of the shower, because then things are open. You can even do it while you're in the shower, and it would really help. So you have the frontal sinuses here, you have the maxillary sinuses here, you have ethmoid and sphenoid, and some even argue that there's sinuses right here. So I want you to go ahead and do this for a couple of minutes while you're in the shower. It should really clear up the sinus issues. And a question, we actually have a YouTube video going up about growing pain. A lot of people are asking about growing pain. So what you can do is you can actually massage the inguinal crease. And if you can massage the inguinal crease, in Chinese medicine, it actually mirror images the growing right here. So if you're having growing pain due to an injury or repetitive use or what happens, I want you to go ahead and massage the axillary crease, and you can even put a bag of ice on the growing and then massage the axillary crease, and the axillary crease mirror images the growing crease. So that could be really, really good. And then knee pain, we get a lot of questions on knee pain. Do check out the YouTube video. There is really good videos on aches and pains. I'm going to try to do more of them. So really good things that I want you to consider on the YouTube channel, and we're going to do more TikToks about it. But for knee pain, what I want you to consider is, if you're having knee pain, you massage the elbows. So elbows represent the knees. So I want you to massage the elbows, and that'll take care of your knee pain. So fantastic. And of course, with all things, work with the recommendations of your doctor. I'm not there. I can't see. I can't do surgery. And even if you're having surgery, do the acupressure. It's going to help the surgeon's job, because acupuncture brings blood flow. And if there is blood flow, then you're going to heal after surgery better, and it's going to give the surgeon more things to work with. Fantastic. All right. Do you guys want to do weight loss, or you guys want to do aches and pains? I do see a lot of questions coming in, so put it in the chat what you guys want to do, and we will do it. Kind of a quiet crowd tonight. I wonder if a lot of people are already starting to take off and travel for the holidays. So do you guys want to do aches and pains or weight loss? Go ahead and put it in the chat. I am watching the chat. So I do see people want to do aches and pains, or you guys want to do weight loss. All right. I'm going to give it, okay, today a lot of people have aches and pains. All right, then let's focus on that for aches and pains. So what we're going to, okay, all right, let's do it. Okay, And then there was one other question, thyroid. If you're having thyroid issues, let me just, this is a great point for thyroid. In addition to this point for thyroid, what I want you to also consider is doing the half circle in the ear. In the half circle, let me get the other model, is pretty much you want to do the kidney, liver, and endocrine point. Again, kidney, liver, and endocrine, and that's going to help you with thyroid. So massage right here, and then do the kidney, liver, and endocrine point. I want you to consider doing that. That's going to help you with thyroid. Okay, let's check out the questions, and let's do a bunch on aches and pains. And I like doing this because it's fluid, and it lets me do the half circle to help with the thyroid or hormone balance issues. Okay. All right. Wow, good questions coming in. Okay. All right. And bloating, as long as you're not pregnant, you can do this. Is a great point for gas and bloating. All right. So here's the rule on the hand points and the foot points. If you're pregnant, please don't do them. Again, here we have Anna. Anna has a uterus, and Anna's uterus is represented pretty much right here, right here, right here, right here, as well as right here, right here, right here, and right here. So the points are too stimulating for the uterus. So we've got to keep mama and baby safe. So if you're pregnant, struggling with aches and pains, which is totally understandable and common, what I want you to do is work with your acupuncturist. Find a good one. You can find it on Google, or you can go to the medical directory or the medical board of the state and find someone that is good. And you can also check to make sure that they don't have any board violations or anything like that, and work with your doctor. So don't do these if you're pregnant. So let's go ahead and talk about it. So in Chinese medicine, you have the hand, and the hand represents the face. So the chin represents the wrist, and then you have the eyes. The eyes represent the knuckles, and then the nose is right here, and then the fingers are right here. So that's going to be key when I'm talking to you guys about headaches. The other thing is that this also represents the back, right? We saw the torso, right? The torso is pretty much going to be represented where in between. So where's my hand model? So we have the hand model, right? So let me do a little acupressure course so you guys can understand the mirror imaging. So in acupuncture, you have the human. The human is represented by the metacarpals and also in between the metacarpals. So you have lots of different images. And so the hand can represent the face. The hand can also represent the entire body. But also in Chinese medicine, the hand represents the hip. So this is going to be really critical when I am talking to you, because if you're like, she did that point for something else, well, we're using a different image, and that image could be for something else. But the best points that I can do is for the face and also the hands and the ear, because they're easy, and the foot, which I'm going to try to find a way that you guys can see the foot points easy. I'm working on it. So all good. So going to there's 3 sets of points that's going to help you with lots of different things, and we're going to do it together. The first point is large intestine 4. So on the first metacarpal, you're going to make a half, and then you're going to fall off the bone. That tender spot, ooh, I even feel it today. Wow, maybe my back hurts. I have been trying to run and swim. I want to get back into a really good place. So this point right here is large intestine 4. We also have triple warmer 3. So pinky finger, ring finger, like the ring, it has a pearl. My aunt gave it to me. So this finger this part right here is triple warmer 3. That's a great acupuncture point. Then we have right here, and we have small intestine 3, 4, and 5. So the acupressure points, the reason why I'm using a laser is because it is 3-dimensional, right? So we have large intestine 4, we have triple warmer 3, we also have small intestine 3, 4, and 5. So these are the key points that are going to help you with aches and pains. So as long as you're not pregnant, let's do this together. Everybody put your phones down. Let's follow along. So the first point we're going to do is this point. This point is fantastic for back of the head headaches. This point is fantastic for jaw pain. This point is fantastic for frontal head pain. This point is fantastic for sinuses. This point is fantastic for spinal pain. This point is fantastic for neck pain. This point is fantastic for back pain, especially mid-back pain. You know, when you have pain along the spine, like right here, and also right on the outside, that's great point for that. This point is also great for sacrum pain, tailbone pain, coccyx pain, hip pain. This point is great for sciatica down the back of the legs. This point is fantastic for sciatica down the front of the legs. This point is also great for foot pain, and specifically lateral foot pain. So if you have like pain on the ankle that's going out to the little toe, this is a great point. Let's also go, so you can do this. So you remember, I usually go 1, 2, 3. You can also go 1, 2, 3. As long as you're not pregnant, these are your magic points. If you can do these points, and remember, you know, if you had an injury, this is a true story. I had a client, he was in Hong Kong and he had an injury, and he called me and he goes, I'm only in Hong Kong for another day or two. I don't want to go to the doctor. What do I was like, you should really go to the doctor. But he's like, I don't want to go to the doctor. What do I do? I said, soak in the tub with Epsom salts. And I showed him, I got on a WhatsApp call, and I showed him the acupressure, and he came back and he saw me and he was doing really great. So these are really good go-to points. So this we covered. Let's go ahead and do this. This is a great point for puffiness all over the body. You know how sometimes you just woke up and you're like, ooh, I ate too much salt the night before. This, and then also if you do that, you can be in a lot more pain, right? If there's inflammation in the body, then the body is working towards that inflammation. So this is a great point for inflammation, for puffiness, for pain. This is a great point for constipation. This point is really good for dizziness, ringing in the ear. This point is really good for temple headaches, lateral headaches. This point is also really good for trap pain, like right here, that kind of discomfort. This point is really good for shoulder blade pain. Also, look, if you look at the mirror image, you have the shoulder blade like this. See how similar that image is? And we're using the intelligence of the light tissue to help us. This is also a really good point for hip pain, especially the hip crest. When I'm talking about the hip crest, we're talking about this pain right here. This point is also really good for hip pain. This point is also really good for lateral foot pain, like IT band pain. So this point is really good. Pain down the side of the legs. This point is also really great for foot pain. So next we're going to do this point. This point you guys all know me for constipation. It is a great constipation point because if you look, you have the colon right here. And so I knew when I was telling this point it's going to work because it's also the large intestine meridian. So large intestine is going to rule its own organ. So this is also a great point. This is a great point for spinal pain. This is a great point for jaw pain. This is a great point for back of the head headaches. This is also a really good point for frontal headaches. This is a great point for neck pain, for back pain, for spinal pain, for hip pain, for sciatic pain, especially L2, L3, L4, L5, S1. And this is a great point for sacrum pain, coccyx pain, pain down the back of the legs. This point is so full of blood that it can really help you move the blood. I love this point. This point is a great wellness point. My only restriction is that if you're pregnant, I don't want you to do it. It's too stimulating and it's actually affecting. So you know how the uterus and the stomach is so close together? That's why I tell you guys, don't do this point if you're pregnant. In fact, don't do the hand points because the mirror images are so close. So don't do the hand or foot points if you are pregnant. I got to keep you safe. So this is a great point. So let's go through and do it one more time. So you guys do it with me and we get the full effect. And then I will do my best to, you can do it, you know, honestly, there's no limit. You know, I say a minimum, I say 2 minutes because I know you guys, you at least do 2 minutes, but honestly, you can do this for 20 minutes. You know, it actually, there's no like rule. In Chinese medicine, when I do acupressure, acupuncture, what I used to do when I had my clinic is I actually had spare rooms. So if I used to have like a, you know, like 14 treatment room facility, and I would only basically run maybe 8 rooms and I would let people stay and rest. So you can do this as long as you want. And also the other thing too is that you don't have to go fast. I tend to go fast, but you don't have to. You can go slower. You can also do the point like this. You can also do the point like this. You know, when we learned it in school, we learned it like this. But for me, when I do it like this, I feel like I get more effect. So I'm trying to push the blood and to also remember acupuncture, acupressure works on the mechanism of action that it releases endorphins, opioids, serotonin, dopamine. It enhances that. That's what the research shows. So that's where the meridian. So when you have more of that in your body, you're going to be in less pain and you're going to have a healthier immune system. That's just you. I mean, you can go to pubmed.gov. You're going to see a ton of research on that. And that's also what I've seen. So everybody sit back, lay back. Let's do this for a couple of minutes. As long as you're not pregnant, don't do these hand points if you're pregnant. Let's do this. It's a great point for back of the head headaches. This is a great point for jaw pain. This is a great point for bleeding gums. This is a great point for toothache. This is a great point for acid reflux, heartburn, gas, bloating, nausea, tummy pain. But if you're having pain, such as tummy pain, go to your doctor, please, and do these points with the recommendations of your physician. This is a great point for gas, bloating, constipation. This is also a very intelligent point. It's also going to help you with diarrhea. This is a great point for spinal pain, back pain, hip pain, neck pain. This is a great point for sciatica, pain down the back of the legs, tailbone pain. This is a great point for medial foot pain. Next, we're going to go on fist on top of fist. You can do it this way. You can also do it this way. This is a great point to helping you with constipation. Also, this is a great point for Crohn's disease, diverticulitis. So is this point. This is a great point for any irritation. This is gas, bloating, puffiness, swelling. This is a great point for ringing in the ear, for dizziness. This is a great point for temple discomfort. This is a great point for also lateral headaches. This is a great point for top of the shoulder discomfort. This is a great point for neck pain, for back pain, for hip pain. Great point for all aspects of hip pain. This is also a really great point for side of the back pain. This is a great point for side of the leg discomfort. This is a great point for foot pain. This is a great point for metabolism. If you feel like you are, yes, I did say diverticulitis for this point. This is also a great point. Actually, any of these, because the mirror images are so similar, you could do any of these 3 points for diverticulitis, absolutely. And then I will give a tip for pregnant women. Just 1 second, let me finish this. So this is also a great point for metabolism. If you feel like you are eating and you're like, I'm watching calories, why can't the weight come up? Obviously work with your trainer, work with your acupuncturists there, but this is a great point for helping with metabolism and absorbing your food. Small intestine meridian is right here. Small intestine is known for absorption, and also it can really do a good job with metabolism. So this is a great point if you feel like you are following a good diet, you just can't seem to get it going. This is a great point. This is also a great point for back of the head headaches, great point for frontal sinuses, great point for neck pain, back pain, hip pain, great point for spinal pain, great point for sciatic pain, especially down the back of the legs. This is a great point for lateral foot pain. And also a lot of women who are having pregnant, you can't do the hand points, but if you can ice, you can definitely ice and talk to your doctor about icing. You can also drink cinnamon tea, talk to your doctor about how many cups, and you can also do lemon water. And you can find an acupuncturist that can customize the treatments. I just can't be there to customize, so that can be helpful. For high blood pressure, you can do cinnamon tea. Again, talk to your doctor, and with all these things, work with the recommendations of your doctor. These are self-care tips. These can absolutely help you, but I really need you to partner with your doctor to help yourself. But these can help you, but I want you to see your doctor. Do that for me so that I have peace of mind. So yes, I will do morning sickness for you, darling. Give me 1 second. For blood pressure, I want you to work with your physician, but also rim of the ear can be really helpful, and cinnamon tea. Ceylon cinnamon with raw honey can be very helpful. Vertigo we just did. As long as you're not pregnant, you can do this. For morning sickness, if you're pregnant, look at the mirror image. It is pretty much like this. So what I want you to do for morning sickness is pretty much acupress, just like this. And this will be very helpful for morning sickness. Okay, fantastic. There was a few other questions. Gout. Can you tell me where the gout is? And I could potentially give you recommendations, but do work with your doctor. And then also libido, low libido. actually one of the things, you can go to my YouTube channel. There's a great 3-point protocol for low libido, but the libido point is actually right at the earlobe right here. So you can actually acupress. You can actually go like this and acupress the earlobe, and that will help with libido. But do check out the YouTube channel. I go through it and I really explain the acupressure points and how to do it and to help you. Okay, let me look. There's a bunch of new messages. Excuse me for a minute. Let me get some water. It's just tea. I gotta make some more. All right. Okay. So also, all right, let's help the ladies with PCOS. I'm going to do a TikTok series on this because I've had a lot of success with clients in my clinic with PCOS. So could you put me in the chat? Can you tell me what you're specifically, is it for fertility with PCOS? Could you mind putting it in the chat so I can give you a more customized acupressure protocol? And obviously with PCOS, do work with your doctor. So let's see, for a natural laxative, as long as you're not pregnant, just go ahead and do this. And for blocked fallopian tubes, I don't know if you had the procedure where they cut the fallopian tubes, so I have no idea what your case is. So do work with your doctor, but in Chinese medicine, all the fingers represent the fallopian tubes. This one, the ring finger specifically, goes to the hormone. The thumb specifically goes to the uterus. So you can simply massage the fallopian tubes. That's one thing you can do, but I don't know when you say blocked what you specifically mean. It could be more blocked than not. So I also, okay, all right. So let's take care of our ladies with PCOS. Give me 1 second. For eczema, two things you can do for eczema is actually 3 things. Let me do eczema real quick because I suffered with eczema as a child, and so I'm really passionate about eczema. So I used to have weeping eczema, which means that it would be in like an open sore and then it would bleed. It was really unsightly. But what you can do is for eczema, you can avoid dairy. You can also do the lung meridian, which is on the medial aspect. So the lung meridian is pretty much from here, from right here on the thumb side, and then you go down the medial aspect. So it's pretty much like that. So what I want you to do is massage the thumb, massage the, okay, a lot going on. So for eczema, avoid dairy and massage the lung meridian. And also I want you to consider doing kukui nut cream. That can help you. So if you go to Amazon, kukui nut cream, it is an orange and yellow box container, and it's really affordable. It's under $10. So for vertigo, as long as you're not pregnant, please do this. For fluid in the fallopian tube, I want you to consider doing this. Work with your doctor, but I want you to consider doing this, and this can help. You're very welcome. My pleasure. It's my duty. I want to share. I've treated 100,000 patients in my life. So I want to help, and I want to take the money that I make off of social media and run free clinics, and you're all going to come out and check it out. So it's all good, you know, like this is my goal. It's my duty. It's my dharma. It's my pleasure. Okay. And so for the ladies that are struggling with an irregular period, so, and also ovulation, you should go to the YouTube channel because there's a 30-day course. It's right there. You can just like follow it. And also I am monetized on YouTube. So all the money that I make there goes to the free clinic. So if you are struggling with regulating a cycle, check out the 30-day course on YouTube, please. It's right there. It's on the homepage. But let me give you a couple of tips that you can do. Is in Chinese medicine, the ovaries are represented by the eyes. Also, this area right here represents the cervix. And also this area also interestingly also represents the hormone imbalance because it's yin tong, it's endocrine. The pituitary gland is 3-dimensionally there. So if you're struggling with regulating a cycle, one simple acupressure tip you can do is like this. This can be really helpful. Do it while washing your face or in the shower. The other thing you can do is that if you're struggling to regulate a cycle, what I want you to do is if you're pregnant, obviously don't do this because you're not trying to regulate a cycle. But if you're trying to regulate a cycle, you can massage your hands like this. And then I want you to massage the fingers, because what that's, uterus is right here. So it's going to bring blood flow to the uterus so that it can shed. You can get a uterine lining. Also, this is also going to help you ovulate, which is going to trigger, you know, if the embryo doesn't attach, it's going to trigger a period. So really good. All right. So hopefully answer the question. We did vitiligo. Ooh, Michael Jackson had vitiligo, and my family, we have vitiligo. The best advice I can give you on vitiligo is do work with your doctor. Avoid greasy food. It can definitely make it worse. And then in addition to that, again, lung meridian. Lung is responsible for skin. So this meridian is really good that you can massage. So that can be very helpful. Okay, you are very welcome. And if you are struggling with addictions, actually, you know how acupuncture actually came into the country is because medical doctors, physicians, wanted a place that they could help their patients. And so it was actually a Brooklyn hospital that started doing acupuncture. So if you're struggling with addictions, do work with your doctor and those specialists. But acupuncture definitely does help. And the reason why is acupressure is rich in endorphins, opioids, serotonin, dopamine. It's your happy chemical. So it's going to make the path a little easier. So whether it is something more serious or it's just salt cravings or sugar cravings because of weight loss, go to the ear. And the best points that I've seen is the rim of the ear, shen men, kidney, liver, and endocrine. So how you do it is, let me try to do it on my, let me put my hair up real quick. And let me try to do it on myself. Is pretty much the rim of the ear. I hope you can see. And then I want you to do shen men, which is in the cave on top of the half circle, and then the half circle itself. So that can also help you too, and obviously work. Get the ear seeds, fourth link in the bio. All the products are through, most of them are through Amazon, so next day delivery, free returns. You know how, can't believe I'm just doing an Amazon commercial, but I did vet the products and I used them myself. You can put these ear seeds on the ear, do them while you're sleeping, take it out in the morning. I leave them on. I don't care because they help me so much. So that's me, but I can understand if you don't want people to see you with them the next day. So you can use them during the nighttime. You're going to sleep better and it's going to help you. All right, you guys, I got more YouTube to do after this. Energy. This is the energy point. You can, if your energy, 2 points. So this point you can do if you're pregnant. It should be fine. So you can press. It's called BE. It helps you with energy. And if you're pregnant, you can't do this next point. So no, if you can't do this next point if you're pregnant, take your thumb right between the midline of the nose and then also upper lip, 30 seconds while you're sitting down or laying down. This can boost the energy. What this does is create a circuit from the spine to the front. It's going to wake you up and you're going to feel great. And you should check out my YouTube channel because I talk about low energy there, low libido as well. All right, you guys, let's do some really good points for sleep because you guys got to get some good rest so you can, let's do this. The holidays are here, right? So let's do this. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a point. You guys have Jack. Remember Jack? We called him Zach and then we renamed him to Jack. And so what we're going to do is on the end, it is the mastoid process behind the earlobe. So let's go ahead and do this point. And I'm going to turn this laser off so my neighbors don't yell at me. Ooh. Okay, we're good there. Okay. You're going to sleep really well tonight. So everybody put your phones down. Let's go ahead and do this together. Take your finger, go behind the earlobe, find a tender spot on the bone. That is, oh, I found it right here. So you're going to find a tender spot on the bone right behind the earlobe. And what you're going to do is you're going to lay down and you're going to massage this point till you fall asleep. This is a great point because when you sleep better, did you know that a superior melatonin gets released, and then you have a superior serotonin and you feel better, and then the next day you feel better and you feel better? My theory is a lot of us aren't sleeping very well. So if I do nothing on these lives, if I get you guys to sleep better, then I'm happy. I've done my goal, because if you sleep better, you're going to be in a better mood, your hormone levels are going to be better, it's going to help you. And so this is also going to help you as well. So you're going to do this till you fall asleep. You can do it on a child that had a nightmare. You can do it if you wake up in the middle of the night and you just go to the toilet. Don't turn on TikTok. Don't turn on my YouTube. Just go use the toilet, get back, and remember, what did that crazy acupuncture lady do? And then you're going to massage this point till you fall asleep. If you wake up early, you're just going to do the same thing. You're going to massage this point. This is going to be your go-to for sleep. And if someone is grieving this time of year, it's a tough time of year to grieve, but if someone is grieving, this is a great point to help them sleep so that they can, do a little bit better the next day and so forth. The point, again, we have Jack. So we have the ear. It's really on the inferior edge of the ear. Right here. It's like the most inferior edge. So it's hard to show because it's behind the earlobe, but behind the earlobe, and we're going to massage. There you go. All right, you guys. I just want to say I'm very, very thankful for all of you. It's like I'm going to cry, but it's my duty to help all of you and my knowledge. So I'm really happy and thankful for all of you. And there's a lot of great stuff coming up in 2024, books and free clinic and a lot of great stuff. So just, be your best self, use the tips. I want you to be in a good place and to have a great year. It's going to be a great year for many of us in 2024. So I'll do my best to be on here more often so that I do my part for all of you. Okay, love you all, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Get a good night rest. Do the acupuncture, acupressure. Love you. Bye.